Remember that well. Lin-Manuel Miranda performing with some of the original cast of the hit Broadway show In the Heights. That was here on GMA. It was 2008. Now the Tony Award-winning musical is hitting the big screen, and this morning we're thrilled to have our good friend Lin-Manuel Miranda himself back with us yet again. When you're looking at that footage, okay, Lin-Manuel Miranda, oh, I feel like I have to say your whole name. Okay, when you see that 2008, that was the morning, as you know, of the Tony nominations. In the Heights, you guys got 13 nominations, but what do you remember most about that morning?
I remember it was very early, and I really feel for what you guys do for a living. But what I remember the most when the nominations came out was Robin DeJesus, who you see there in the frame, who is a force of nature. And it's actually in my new movie, Tick, Tick, Boom. He looked across the street, and he saw the Bubba Gump Shrimp Company, where he used to work as a waiter. And the distance between Bubba Gump and Tony-nominated actor Robin DeJesus in a half a block was really quite incredible. I get very emotional thinking about that morning.
Oh my gosh, but didn't you also have a big dinner the night before with your wife?
I did. I made the mistake of going, no matter what happens tomorrow, we're having a 14-course dinner tonight. So I'm green in the footage you're watching. I'm still full from the night before. I did not plan this well.
14-course dinner. Some dinner. Right there, you know, and it's been quite a journey to get In the Heights onto the big screen, made a little bit longer by the pandemic. Must feel great to finally have it out there.
It's really a dream come true. You know, this, and I think it's made doubly poignant by the fact that you know, we had to wait a year, and we filmed this in the summer of 2019. The fact that you see people right now singing and hugging and dancing in the street, it's a movie about the power of community, just at a time when we're hopefully able to do that safely soon.
And you know, the movie is inspired by your neighborhood, Washington Heights. You had a chance to go back and film there. What was it like for you? Was that like a full circle moment?
Not go back. I'd still live here. Go downstairs.
Walk across the street and film and then go back home.
Exactly. It was the only time I've ever gotten to walk to work in my career. And but honestly, the show was a love letter to this neighborhood. And to get to have those songs play in the neighborhood was so emotional. You know, the song where Benny and Nina are singing When You're Home. They're in J. Hood Wright Park. That's the park I walk through with my son every morning to take him to pre-K. That was where Vanessa, my wife, lived in her first apartment by herself. Her grandmother's building is visible in the movie. Like, there's so many, it's like the movie is on top of our own life up here.
Oh my gosh, and you refer to your son. You and your beautiful wife have two adorable little boys. Okay, Hamilton was a tad before their time. But what has been the reaction to the film?
Actually, on the contrary, my eldest son was born 2 weeks before rehearsal started for Hamilton. So Hamilton has been like the soundtrack of their lives. They're through their Hamilton phase. For them, In the Heights is a new musical, and they love it. Their favorite song is the Salon number, No Me Diga, And when there's something, you know, I want them to do, like bedtime, and they don't want to do it, I get a lot of no, 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 no. Every 3-year-old's
It runs in the
favorite.
family. Let's take a look at a clip.
Oh my gosh, Lynn, I was talking to you during the break and told you that I watched the screener the other night. Oh, absolutely blew me away. I was ugly crying like 20 minutes in. And it is just so something to know how long that it took you to do this, and to know that you didn't want to be. You have a small role. It's modeled after your grandfather. Word on the street is that you were reluctant to take on the role. Why is that?
Well, I had the perfect experience with my Broadway family. You know, the real miracle is that we got that show from an idea I had in college all the way to Broadway with Chiara there, my co-writer. And so I was happy to let the movie have its own experience. And then it was Chiara who really sort of talked me into it. She said, if you hadn't written this, you'd be begging to be a part of this movie. Because it really is, it's what we always dreamed of, to work with a community of Latino actors telling our own stories. And then the other thing she did was she said, you know, the studio might cut Piragua, but I know a way for them not to cut Piragua if you play the Piragua guy.
That's right. They were not going to leave that on the cutting room floor. No way.
Yeah. So she used the carrot and the stick together.
Yeah, good.
So much of the focus on community and, as you were saying, home. And you've actually written a book as well called In the Heights, Finding Home. Tell us about it.
Yeah, well, it's now a 20-year journey In the Heights has had. And so I reteamed with Jeremy McCarter, who co-wrote the Hamilton book with me. And it's a story of many of the journeys inside of In the Heights. I mean, not just my journey, but, you know, Chris Jackson met his wife when she played Nina in a reading of In the Heights. The stories of school groups that have found the power of community in doing the show afterwards. And I've done annotations on all the lyrics in the show. Chiara has contributed essays on things that changed from stage to screen. So it really is kind of a compendium of the past 20 years.
And it's absolutely beautiful. And it comes screaming through on the screen. It really does. Well done. Well done, our friend. And thank you, bless you, for continuing to share your talents with the world. You take care.
Thank you so much, guys. Thanks for having me.
In the Heights is in theaters and streaming on HBO Max. It begins on Thursday. Coming up. Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.